Hi, and welcome to Carolina Women. Erin and I are very excited to introduce to you Jennifaye Brown.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming, Jennifaye.
Thank you for having me.
You have so many initials behind your name. I'm not sure where to start, but
More
I'm going to
than you, maybe.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to do an overview. You're a physical therapist. You are also a certified aging in place specialist, which are few and far between.
Yes.
And the reason that Jennifaye is here with us today is it's National Stroke Awareness Month. And part of what you do with physical therapy, you've developed some really interesting not just concept pieces, but pieces that are used now for people who have had stroke.
Yes.
So let's chat a little bit about your history and what you're doing in the field of stroke.
Well, thank you for having me. And so I wanted everyone to know I'm a fitness person, and I think exercise is medicine. And after stroke, the cheapest and best exercise for you is walking. And after stroke, a lot of people have what we call foot drop. Their toes are toward the ground and they can't pull their foot up. And so I wanted to make a brace that would accommodate all people of all types, of all backgrounds.
Do people who have neuropathies also have that foot drop? And would this be something that would be helpful for them?
For certain people, yes, because the neuropathy is a sensory impairment where you cannot feel. It doesn't impact the motor neurons to pull the foot up. With the stroke, you can impact the motor neurons and the sensory neurons.
So talk to us about what specifically you have.
And are they wearing this on just one side? Because you know how stroke sometimes
Yes, on the weak side.
Okay.
It's called an ankle foot orthosis, or an AFO, A for ankle, F for foot, and O for orthosis. And they're traditionally made very stiff and rigid. They're flat on the bottom, they go straight up, and they have this rigid Velcro that goes through a metal loop and pulls back over.
So nobody wants that.
No one, it hurts and it restricts the leg. But when me and you stand up, our knees come forward. If you have the typical AFO on, you can't bring your knee forward and pull your ankle back. So it changes the direction and how much force you have to use to stand up.
So Miss Researcher, what have you done?
I have changed all of this.
Okay, here, I'll hold this one.
I have changed all of this by adding a strap that has tension in it, so depending on how weak you are or how strong you are, it would allow your knees to come forward and stand up. It will still support you. And when you take a step, your leg can come forward. Most people can't take a step and their leg is back like this. And so they have trouble walking. It restricts their walking.
Inhibits their healing and
So
progress.
the goal for you was to find an easier way for people to begin to walk, to get stronger, to get well.
Yes, and I'm talking about healthiness for the lifespan. Some people think of just getting a foot brace to rehab from the stroke. I'm all about getting healthier for the rest of your life.
So this is going to aid them in living a great quality of life.
Right.
And I think being a physical therapist and also everything else that you do with aging in place, it's really about vitality.
Yes, and in social engagement and being engaged in what you want to do in your home and outside your home. So I want safe walking in the house to prevent falls, but I want safe walking in the community so people can get engaged and do what they want to do.
And if you can achieve that, a lot of these people can stay at home. They don't need to.
You're exactly right, which is a cost savings. It's cheaper to have your family member at home after any neurological condition as opposed to putting them in an institutionalized setting.
And we know that all the way around.
And better for your state of mind, too.
Yes. Can we pitch Brace Yourself?
So Brace Yourself is a book I wrote for the person with stroke and their care providers. And what I wanted to do was empower them with the information they need to ask all the questions so that they know what they're getting in terms of an ankle foot orthosis. It starts off talking about stroke and then how the stroke impacts them but does not limit them.
How do they get one though? And how do you get fitted?
So there's an entire chapter in here about the physical therapist and the examination that they should do. Sometimes the physical therapist will call the orthotist and says, I need someone who needs a brace. Will you come cast them? where they're not casting people anymore. They're scanning them like the scanner you see at Walmart.
Yes, I love that.
And so I did some research with that when I was at Ohio University. And what we wanted to do is make a brace that's custom to everyone at a cost-effective price.
And on that note, we're
is
going to have to take a
incredible.
break. We hope we've teased you, and we'll make sure that we have all of your information on this segment so that people can reach out to you if they have more questions.
Thank you.
Does that sound great?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Stay with us. There's a lot more to come here on Carolina Women.